So yeah, I was the SafeKids president for 10 years, but I've been a mom for 21 years, and I've been the mom of a drowning survivor for 20 years. 20 years ago, it's unbelievable to me that I've been doing this for that long, and we still are trying to get this message out. Every April and May, I start to brace myself for the news stories that are coming out, because they typically do when the weather starts to get warm. We start to hear about the drownings. It was no different this April. We heard about Miracle Maya, right? What a wonderful story. She was pulled out of the pool, and because her father started CPR with rescue breaths, she was saved. And because of the first responders' quick action, they got her to the hospital, and she's had no adverse effects. This triggered me deeply, because 20 years ago, that was exactly my story. My daughter, 14 months old, had waddled up to a kiddie pool, a plastic kiddie pool, in the backyard of a daycare provider. And she had gone A-frame against the side. A-frame because as a toddler, their heads are so much bigger, they can't pull themselves out of buckets, toilets, bathtubs, or kiddie pools. She filled her lungs instantly with water by taking a breath, not knowing any better. The daycare provider had been watching the children on the swings. She wasn't far. She was steps away. When she turned around, she saw my daughter up against the side of that kiddie pool. She grabbed her. She was blue. She wasn't breathing. And what did that daycare provider do? She started CPR with rescue breaths right away. Again, the same Miracle Maya story. Those rescue breaths are what saved my daughter. And again, the first responders' quick actions. They were a minute away. As the 911 was called, the dispatcher was calling them to her to save her life. And they did. They brought her to Rady Children's Hospital. Unfortunately, she was having some adverse effects, so they sedated her. I'm telling you, walking into the ICU, seeing your daughter in nothing but a diaper, sedated, strapped down, it's not an image you will ever forget. 20 years later, I can't forget. And every April and May, we're here again, listening to the same story, trying to get the word out. Drowning is preventable. Let's all do our part. Let's all work to save our innocent lives. And now I'd like to introduce Chief Michael Stein.